What's going on, guys? It's Hayden, aka DMR Bear here, and I'm bringing you the next episode of Skyrim, and we are looking for the Augur of Dunlane. I believe he is underneath Winterhold, so let's go down here. I'm shooting for 2 missions today. I know I shoot for 2 missions every time and rarely hit it, but hopefully I can get at least 2 and get a little progress going right now. And this is a fairly simple dungeon as long as you don't go down the wrong path and whatnot. Like I can skip all that and just drop down, which I think I'm gonna do. Here's something. But yeah, I'm gonna be bringing you another episode. I believe it's gonna be Sunday, so the next episodes will be Tuesday and Thursday. And for the people who have been watching, just let me know how you've been liking it, what you guys would change. Like, should I still fast forward through these dungeons, or should I skip some of the not main battles, but skip the small battles? Like, obviously I wouldn't skip this. But like, skip, like, when we go into the dungeons, maybe skip all the, like, skeleton fighting and just basically skip forward to the main boss. Maybe have like 20-minute episodes instead of like 35 to 40.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
But yeah, just let me know what you guys think on that. But for this one, if we do go into a dungeon, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just fast forwarding through the fighting and whatnot until I get the comments back on this. Let's get into...
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. You seek that which all who wield magic seek, knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others. The one who calls himself Arcano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Alright, sorry if that was very bright. I'll try to figure out a way to make it a little darker in editing. But there's really only so much I can do on the PlayStation. Yeah. I forgot all this was here. But yeah, I will just skip all this and I'll get back to you guys when I'm at the Archmates again.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Nice, increasing Magicka by another 20. I'll definitely throw that on. Let's see. I think it's pretty far off this way. I'll have to speak to Mirabelle first. Alright. And then I think we go raid a couple tombs, so let me go run in here and talk to her real quick.
Please, if there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative. I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Alright, and now we get to go raid a couple dungeons. Looking for this staff real quick. Now we get to go... Oh, it's on this side. Yeah, it's all the way out there. We're gonna go Fort O'Mel. And then we're just gonna make our way right, I guess. Or... Actually, I think I'm gonna go Gallows Rock. Get Windhelm unlocked. Just so we can fast travel there in the future. And then I think there's an easy road down here. So I'm going to do that. I might sell a few things as well. Let me look at my stuff. Yeah, I can sell a few things. And then I guess I'll just meet you guys there.
Yeah? Suppose so. Got one. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle.
Alright, we're coming up on the dungeon for the first time when I don't have fast travel. Nothing really happened on our way over here, but we did make it. I still got about 28 minutes left on my recording. Let me see real quick. Alright.
Crystal.
Be good.
Gone. Find apparatus. Inoculary.
Alright. We don't really need gold anymore. Alright, let's see what we can do in here. I know these are always the fun dungeons, the dwarven ones. Sometimes they have crazy loot in them as well. And they have one of the stronger early game enemies, in my opinion. I forget exactly what they're called, but they're the robot warriors with the they roll around on the ball. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try the new editing style. Maybe for this one, maybe not for the, maybe for the next dungeon we do, since this is a new type of dungeon. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think on that. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just make my way through here. And I'll probably see you guys when like an interesting battle happens. Oh man, do I hate these guys. The first time I ever played, I would die to these guys constantly. Cause I didn't know that they were, I didn't know they were a poison type enemy too. So every time I would like get hit, it would just take so much. And I'm really glad that I'm using this bow, because that was probably the fastest I've ever killed one of these things. If I'm being honest, usually I struggle pretty hard with them early on. Those guys right there, those are my favorite enemies in this game. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, it was only on the screen for a couple seconds, but it was that rolling ball that came out of the wall. I've made a few D&D enemies around it. Dang, how strong is this bow? Well, that's kind of crazy that it's even one-shotting these guys. But I am glad that it's doing it, because otherwise these would be kind of a pain to deal with. Ooh, I did not look at that. I was looking at a message from my sister. She wants to play, so I'll probably be doing that after this recording. So the next time you guys see a non-Warzone video, just know that we probably recorded it right after this. Yeah, these guys right here, these Falmers, are crazy. Because they are... I think they're blind, if I remember right. And their backstory is that they've lived in dark caves for so long that they evolved to basically not need their eyes and their hearing and everything else is basically incredible now. Also, I want to get to these missions that think I'm going to be using 100 arrows in 2 minutes. Like, I'm glad that these things, they give me so many arrows, but like, who's using all of them in the 2-minute time that you have the bound bow? Yeah, with me being able to one-shot most of these enemies, I think I am just going to go into the future and basically skip all the dungeons to just show you guys like the entrance, if anyone talks to me, if anything interesting happens, and then the final boss of that dungeon. They're really shorten the videos down a lot for you guys. It'll make it easier for me to edit, stuff like that. And these common enemies now are just kind of too easy for having this bow. I think I am going to use different cutscenes though for each edit though, for like just the dungeon ones. Like same dungeon, I'll use like probably like a fade to black type of thing. For traveling, I'll still probably keep like the comic book style cuts. I really like those. And then there's a couple other ones that are kind of interesting that I might throw around. Like I won't use there's like one where like a train passes by and you're there at the next scene, but maybe I'll use that for like a more modern game if we ever play it, but I'm not gonna just throw it into like a Skyrim type game. You just have like a modern train appear out of nowhere as a cutscene. I don't know, it's just something to think about moving forward. And like I said earlier, if you guys have any thoughts on it, just let me know down in the comments. I always read them. I'll respond. Saying if I think the idea is good, bad, maybe try it out. I usually try it out even if I do think it's bad, just to see if I learned something. But other than that, I will probably see the next time I'm not fast forwarding, I will probably be at the main boss. I think he's right down there, so let's see what's happening down here. Oh, it's one of the real strong ones. Dang it. Oh man, this dungeon's taking forever. I only have 5 minutes left, so let me, I might have to start pushing it a little bit. Because PlayStation really freaks out once you, get over 60 minutes on gameplay. There we go. Let's get on in there. Oh, I thought we were there. Oh, I know we're real close, so. Alright, yeah, we need that. If you're ever doing this quest for the first time, you do need that focusing crystal. See, this is something I don't understand. How are they so good at archers for being blind? You gotta hop up here to basically tell you, yeah, it's locked, needs a key. Then you gotta run all the way over here and take care of a couple people to get into the chest over here. Don't quite remember what the fight is over here. But I guess we're about to find out. Easy peasy.
Alright, we're going into restoration.
Alright, now we run back. I got 1 minute left on this. So I guess I'll have to start a new recording and hopefully I'll only be on there a couple minutes.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What the? What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros? It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time. It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focus completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer. You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway? You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time. Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Alright, let's hit this up.
Need something?
Oh, right up here, yeah. Awesome.
Alright, I'm probably gonna fast forward this again until I get all them in the right spot. Shouldn't be too hard, but pretty sure. It's just gonna take a lot of like trial and error, really.
Let's see. What over there? There we go.
Years of work, finally going to pay off. What's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work? So what is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself. You show up here just as our work nears completion, and now I can't get any results from this because of something at your college. Do you think me a fool? Do you think I'm too stupid to make the connection? You've ruined my work! How did you do it? Just look! This should be lit up brighter than the night sky, and it's not! Clearly you've interfered somehow. Or, you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it? The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does. Well, that's interesting. Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game, even if all you've said here is lies. I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine, trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you. Well, yes. Probably. I mean, yes. Certainly it is. But that doesn't matter now, because I know you're hoarding something even more important at your college. The Council will be informed of this. They will find out what you're up to. Am I? Am I? I think I've discovered more here than I could have hoped to. Your trickery won't confuse me. I think we're done here.
Alright. Alright, let's run back. I'll jump cut to talking to Severin, and then we can call it an episode.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
I don't know. It's like a ward, but who's casting it? Arcano? How?
I don't care what it is. I want it down now. I want to know what he's doing in there. I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it. Excellent. I'd suggest that we go retrieve it immediately. But right now we have more pressing matters. Arcano has somehow locked himself in the hall. He's up to something, and I intend to put a stop to it. Help us get through this, will you? We're throwing everything we have at it. I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
What's going on?
Arcano, stop this at once. I command you.
Don't go near him! Are you all right? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here. Arcano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving. I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
I'm going to find whoever
what's
did
happening?
this.
Are you all right? What happened in there? By the Nine, is he responsible for this? The Archmage? Dead? There's more. Something's happened to Winterhold. It must be whatever Arcano did. You need to get out there and make sure it's safe. Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
Alright, we will quickly do that next episode. I will upload that Tuesday. So with that, just let me know what you guys thought about anything from this episode, and thanks for watching.